record. Okay, admit all. Oh, good.
Because if you're recording, you can get a lot, as
Okay.
far as
Yep.
the back end.
Okay. Okay.
There I am. I'm on, my love.
Oh, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone being here. We're just waiting for the people to come in. It's so wonderful having you all here. All right. If everyone wants to put their name by them, it would be wonderful so we can identify. Thank you, Brad. It's good to see you. Thank you, Anna Marie. Thank you, Elizabeth Bay. iPhones, please. All right. You guys don't know what it takes to make this all happen. People are coming in from all over the world, from England, from business meetings, taking out the time to come here. It just so warms me that we're able to have Christopher Salem here, who's at a business function with clients closing deals, and he made the time to be here with us. So it is 7 o'clock. I'm gonna just go ahead and get started here. We're all here for the purpose of, this is a book launch. This is a real live book. It's called Captivating Speakers. I'm the author of this book, and the book is 25 tips on public speaking. It is my honor and privilege to have you all here. If we have our names, I can see who's here. And I want to go ahead and introduce my friend Chris Salem, because he's at a meeting and he's only able to be here for just a few minutes. And Chris, could you tell us about your experience here with the book of Captivating Speaker?
Well, what I love about it, Rosalyn, what you do is about, captivating speakers are ones that share from the heart. It's not necessarily, I know you might not be able to see me, everybody, because I have nowhere I am and there's no light here. So I'm in a space where I think I got just enough light you can see me. But they speak from the heart, not from the head. And it's people that, again, that, when you're captivating, when you can share versus tell and share, it engages people, gets people drawn in. And that's what people remember when they leave. Remember what has been shared and what it means to them, how they felt. And that's what I love about your book, Rosalyn, and what you shared throughout, and really help out a lot of speakers and inspire them to really, share their stories. But it's about the audience. It's about what's important to them.
No, it's definitely about the audience, and I really appreciate the fact that you could be here. I believe everyone should have a copy of the link for the book. Is that correct? I sent it to each and every person. If you could please, as we're talking here tonight, if you could go on and start ordering it, just order the book so that we can make the numbers happen and actualize as we're going. And just 2 seconds, Chris and I go way back. I met him at LA City many years ago. We became friends, and in each of my books, he's gone ahead and supported me. And it means more than words could say that he could take the time out to stop from a business meeting, making deals that's going to help him on his next event, and find it within himself that however possible to be here. So if you liked what he said, if you could go on and order the book, because what this is all about is really getting the book to the #1 bestseller. I did this once before with an audiobook and I could not make that happen. And so here's my chance to really show the world that captivating speakers, teaching people how to do that, how to get up on a stage and move hearts and minds, is really what we want to do. So if you could go ahead and do that and order the book. I have my friend Lee Pound, who's going to be keeping the numbers of the numbers. Go on, and thank you so much, Chris. I really appreciate it. Next up, I'd like to go ahead and have Brad talk to us. Brad, tell us what you think about this book, Captivating Speakers. I can't hear you.
Right here, my name is Brad Kopenick, and I sort of have a lifetime of working with younger folks around spoken word and poetry and language arts and speech and debate. But Rosalyn's got a way at, as stated before, delving within, coming from your authentic self, being your whole authentic self, and taking it to the stage. So I'm all about this. I'm excited here to get some people involved and have them read the book. And I'm excited to be here. Congratulations.
Oh my God, thank you. Brad works for a school, and we met way back long ago when he had an art school. He's very active in the arts. He has a big movie coming out, and I thank you so much. And once again, if you like what he said, you want to go ahead and order that book. And somebody will put the link in the chat for me because I'm doing many things. And next up, we have Mr. Robert Butwin. Robert, please.
Super. Thank you, and glad to be here and sharing my insight and perspective. You know, what I loved about the book, and because as a fellow speaker, I know the importance of making sure that you are able to, you know, connect with the right people. Be able, excuse me, there's some message. Okay. I know the importance of connecting with your audience.
Oops, so okay. Somehow. Robert, can you unmute yourself?
Sure, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to get everyone else to be muted and I muted you too.
Yeah, and you'll have to mute everybody but Robert.
How do I do that, Cynthia?
I don't know. I rely on Zoom experts, but you don't have one.
Okay, well, if everyone just could be quiet, that'll be helpful.
Yeah, there's
Okay. I think we're good. I see everyone's voice is off. I don't see anyone. So you've got the floor, man.
okay. As a fellow speaker, I know the importance, first of all, to get your message to the right audience, to be able to connect with people, and the way that Rosalyn is able to share the key aspects. It's so important because I remember when I first started speaking, I sort of totally froze when I was in front of the calendar, and I know the importance of speaking, and you did it very sincerely, authentically, and it will help a lot of other people make sure that they're able to connect with the audience and convey the message the way that they want to convey it.
Oh, that's beautiful. So if you were impressed by Robert, then you've probably got a friend that you want to tell that needs to hear this book and hear what it's about. Carla Silva. Carla, take the floor, my friend. You got to unmute yourself.
Yes. Well, very happy to be here. And, I haven't read the book, but, I've been listening, and that even though I like more to work from the, building the platform for speakers rather than speaking, recently I had that opportunity, and actually I really enjoyed it. So, and you gave me great tips. So help me, prepare for that first opportunity I had. So it's going to be very helpful to read the book, and also, I guess also, hang out with speakers, because that's the only way that you keep, learning and sharing experiences. So thank you for inviting me, and looking forward to reading the book.
Yeah, Carla's experience, for those of you who don't know, she had an opportunity. She was going to be a panelist on a platform, and she says, oh my God, I can't do this. I can't do this. And we went through an exercise of visualization, how you see the performance, how you see the outcome. And when she had gone to that event, she said she was blown away because she wasn't a panelist. She was the chief speaker who was up there, and it was a beautiful, beautiful experience. And this is just a sample of one of the people I've coached in my life and how it's worked for them. Cynthia, I know that you've read the book and know a lot about speaking.
Great. Yeah, I loved your book. Captivating Speaker. That's a wonderful title, Captivating. And that's what a speaker needs to be. I'm an international speech coach and confidence coach and global visibility influencer with 50,000 followers in 140 plus countries. And I know that you have to captivate when you speak and also when you post. What I loved about your book, Rosalyn, was how you took us from the very beginning, before you even speak, what you do when you show up, to show up on time, and how to show up, and to carry it all the way through the speaking on stage, as well as the networking afterwards. I really liked how you carried it all the way through, and you talked about things that not a lot of people talk about. It's not information that you could just Google and it tells you. It's really from your own experience, and I love that.
Oh, thank you so much. Cynthia is a major person in the world of Toastmasters. She's opened up so many doors, pushed me to the next level, and goes on and on and on. And talk about dedication and commitment. I want to go to Gisela Jabin. It's the middle of the night in England. She is the one who wrote the foreword of the book, but she set that alarm and she made sure that she could be here all in one. And so
Tiene 19 personas.
Hi, Elizabeth. Could you just wait for just a minute? Espera un segundo. Tengo un otro señora que lo quiere hablar y vas a estar contigo en un minuto. So I just told her to wait a second. We had another speaker that was going to be here, and we'd be right with her. I do speak Spanish. I am bilingual. So Gisela, how you doing? My Bambi's in the house. Woo!
Well, first of all, I'm excited that my alarm went off and I was like, yes, I can be here. 3 a.m. UK. Greetings to you. Congratulations. I couldn't be more happier to be here to support you and the launch of this book and everything that you've written, everything that you're about, everything that you've committed your lifetime to. You know, education is key, but delivering in a way that when you talk about captivating speaker, well, you're a captivating human being, and everything that you speak and say, and especially for the younger generation as well out in the world, because they are our future in what they have to deliver. And it's an excellent book for every person, and especially our youngsters to pick up on it. And I've always said is that no matter how good what you have in your life, whether it's a product or a service or whatever you're trying to present, when you can present and be a speaker that actually speaks where people sit up, take note, take action from that, this is what you've put in this book to really bring the very best of a speaker and the key points that really make you stand out and above the rest. And that's why it was, exciting for me, because we go back many years. I've known you long enough. I know who you are in your heart. And when you've dedicated, committed, and you just keep going stronger and stronger and stronger, I just say that I'm so very proud of you, Rosalyn. I'm very, very proud and excited about this. And I have already got people here in the UK and my friends, I said, this is your link. Get yourself that book. If you want to do good with everything in your life and you want to speak, you want to get good, you want to be connected, you need to get this book right now. And they're like, right, we got this, Gisela, we got this. And I think that's what we should all do, is in order to honor you and the success of this book, is that we need to not only order that, we need to make sure our organizations order it, and we need to make sure that we spread the word, share the love of that book for you, and of course the message that you always deliver. So from the UK, I'm proud to be here, and I wouldn't have missed it for the world, Rosalyn. Well done. Back to you.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Now, I told Elizabeth that I would bring her to the platform. Elizabeth, mucho gusto que usted está aquí con nosotros. Elizabeth is a queen. She has an upcoming pageant, but I promised her I'd let her come. And did you get a chance to read the book? ¿Tú tuve la oportunidad de leer el libro o leer las cosas que el libro está hablando de, Elizabeth?
Hola Rosalyn, buenas noches para todos. No tuve la oportunidad de leer el libro y quería ver a ver de qué se trataba, así que acá acompañándote en tu Zoom.
Okay, she said that she had not had the chance to read the book, but she was very happy to be here with all of us. Y lo quiere ver su bonito cara por nosotros. I'm asking her if I can see her beautiful face. Well,
Mil disculpas, en este momento no puedo.
oh, she said she can't see it. Well, espero que usted escucha toda la información de las otras personas y que usted está interesado para hacer un orden, para tener un libro y un día lo pueda tener en español. Y está muy agradable que usted pueda estar aquí con nosotros. So I told her how happy I was that she could be here. She's sorry, but she cannot get her camera to work. And I said, I hope that when you listen to what all these people have to say, it will inspire and motivate you, that you would want to get the book someday in the future. So if you haven't had your friends order, now's the time to go and make that happen. Arnie, how you doing, my friend?
Well, I'm doing good, Ms. Kahn. I heard about you through Anna Marie, and I want to learn more from those 25 tips that has been brought out, and it must be interesting to hear you speak more about those tips.
Well, good. You gave one of them. You referred to another person in the audience. It's always good when you're speaking to refer to someone in the audience and tell us how you got here. You had some good pronunciation. I was able to clearly understand what you were saying,
wow.
and so that is good. And my favorite
Good,
one is the word pause.
no
And
hablo
when you do
español,
that,
pero
it grabs people's attention. So those are a couple different ideas that we can learn and lessons from the book. And hopefully you've got some information. Catherine, it's great to see you. How you doing, Catherine? Can't hear you.
I'm, I am doing great today. How are you doing, Rosalyn?
Good
Thank
deal.
you
I
for
was wondering if
inviting
you,
us.
yes, I was wondering if you could tell us what you've heard or what you've read about the book or what you know about it.
I've had time to go through the whole book, and I could tell you that book is a joy and a pleasure. So I love the little exercises you give through it. You give such nice little exercises to do and for people to try. You have so much information plugged into that little book. Um, I think it's a great little way to get started on public speaking.
Oh, that's awesome. So you've heard it. If you know someone who's new to the world of public speaking, someone who's experienced, there's really something for everyone in this book. And if you can tell some more friends, get on your phones. I see Robert's on his phone. He's sending out a message. I know he is. He's like, you got to get this book, got to get this book, got to get this book. All right, let's go for Bishop Gail Oliver. I want to give my gratitude for Bishop Gail Oliver. It was through his extraordinary kindness that he was able to get me to record a video that I put out this afternoon. You saw my other shirt from the beautiful place of Africa. It had a rhino on it. And I said, with the rhinos, we've got power, strength. And here we are. And Bishop Gail Oliver was able to share that out with the world. And he's elated and excited to be on this, coming from beautiful Orange County, I think.
Hello, greetings. It is absolutely a delight to be on board this evening, and I have been invited by Sister Rosalyn Kahn. So I thank you for the invite, and I thank God for your energy, your motivational energy, positivity, and I look forward to reading the book. And I pray that God will use you in a mighty and a powerful way to bless the readers. And you're looking awesome, sounding awesome. Thank God that you made me a part of this. And I pray that the best is yet to come. And remember, you're too blessed to be stressed. God bless you.
That's right. There we go. It's just kind of interesting. I like to take people where I go, and Bishop Gail and I figured that we must have met 5 or 8 years ago in another speaking platform with Mr. Manny Lopez, right? Manny Lopez with his Serve X, and I just carry them with me and I take them on my way. Next up, let's go to Anna Marie Buenacore.
Hi, everybody. It's Anna Marie. I'm really proud of you, Rosalyn, for doing this book. I've been in Toastmasters for 8 years, and I have to say, it really helps to kind of get all these tips that we work on in the clubs out into the public. And nobody has done it better than you.
Oh.
You've really put it all out there. We're very excited to be promoting this book. I know that it will help people in many different industries, and we're proud to stand behind you. So thank you. If you're from my part of the world, if you received my email today and jumped on this call, I thank you for being here. And I'm sure you will learn a lot from this wonderful book.
Oh, thank you so much. Anna Marie plays a big part in my business. If you ever received any of my email messages from MailChimp, she's the lady who's behind them all, and she wouldn't be where I was without her. Let's go next to Miss Desiree Richardson. I had to call and wake her up in the middle of the night, but she said, just wake me up and I'll be there. Another one coming from England. But here's Miss Desiree. If it wasn't for her, I would not be a finalist in the Woman of Heart Awards for a few things I do for humanity, just a few things. And let's give it up to Miss Desiree. Miss Desiree Richardson, are you in the house? Hopefully she hasn't fallen off to sleep or something. Desiree, you want to go ahead and unmute yourself? We will go ahead and come back to Desiree. maybe she's getting herself looking pretty or something like that. Mr. Nick Wolf, can you go ahead and say hello to the crowd?
Hi, good evening, everyone. Rosalyn, thank you so much for inviting me to the event today, and looking forward to the actual launch on the 24th. So thank you for having me, and looking forward to reading the book. Obviously, you know, being a financial advisor, public speaking is important, and being able to communicate my message effectively for individuals, you know, and so having a captivating audience is extremely important for the success of my business. So looking forward to reading the book and being a part of the event. So thank you for having me here. And I have my fiance alongside me here. So, you know, we're excited about it. Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. We had just met last week at a Beverly Hills networking meeting, and we just had a lovely conversation. He's a dog lover too, so that's important. Next up, we have Mr. Jay Samarte. Jay, my friend who calls me 20 times a day. Jay, come say hello to the crowd. You can unmute yourself, Jay. Jay's working with his technology. We will come back to Jay. Next up, I want to introduce the world famous Dr. Rhonda W.M. Wood. She and I were on the platform for Women of Hearts, and I know she's been around this road before, and when she says she's going to be someplace, she is going to be there. So Rhonda, would you like to go ahead and say hello to everybody?
Thank you, Rosalyn. Hello, everybody. My name is Dr. Rhonda M. Wood, and I just want to jump on real quick and say huge congratulations to you, Rosalyn. I know this book is going to be an amazing global, worldwide success. Huge kudos to you for taking the time to write this book. I know it's going to help so many people, and I look forward to seeing you in just a few weeks in London. And greetings from the East Coast of the United States.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you again so much. It's just absolutely wonderful having you here. Jennifer Jaworski.
Hi, how are you? We met on Sunday at the movie screening, and yeah, I'm looking forward to reading your book.
Oh my God, yes, yes. I was at a movie screening on Sunday. I sit next to this beautiful young lady who graduated from UC Santa Barbara, and she was a speech and hearing science major. Like I say, I collect people where I go. You just pick them up and you take them along with you, and you say, you got to be here. You got to be here. She just recently graduated from college. She's a life coach and given me some opportunities and opening as a part-time teacher. Woohoo! On my new revenue. Yes, yes, yes. We like work. Work is where it's at. I am no longer involved in the educational institution I was at. I am looking on a new life. My goal is to make my art 5 times the money that I made as a teacher in the world of academia. And if you go on to Facebook, you will see a picture that I painted today of a nice, big, beautiful owl. Oh boy. So if you are one of these lucky people who's able to get the most books that they get purchased by their behalf, you have a choice of one of the following gifts. You can have some of Rosalyn's delicious soup. She loves to cook. Some fresh made, oh my God, fudge. I was just salivating over those Mexican marshmallows that taste like cocoa, and that cocoa from Africa. Going to be a great mix. Or maybe you have a heart in Rosalyn's photography. She loves to photography, take pictures of flowers, of people, of important things in life. She is also a very good painter. So you could have a choice of one of these great bits and parts of Rosalyn that she loves to share with the world. Now, next up, we have Donna Miller. Donna. Donna, do you have a word you'd like to share with us? Donna is another quiet soul there. And I know another one of these iPhones here is my brother-in-law, Ben, that I'm so beloved and bestowed to have a member of my family. My brother-in-law, Ben, would you like to say a few words? Oh, wow. Betty was on and we didn't see her, and she wanted to introduce me, but she was at a dinner party, and so forth. All right, so Donna is on a flight. Oh my God, yes. Donna Miller is a lady I met at it was a singing event with a different part of the community, and she is an amazing lady. She's on a flight, and I asked her if possible if she could come on the thing, and she is midway in flight to Albuquerque, New Mexico. So that is it. Lee, do we have any updates on our book sales at the moment here, Lee?
Well, hello. I guess I didn't get introduced too well here, but at any rate, I brought up the Amazon bestseller list. I remember when we put it up, and I told you this, it was somewhere about number 2.5 million.
Yeah.
In the book rank, and not good in the others. Right now, it's at 151,000 in books, which is really good.
It's number what? 2 million?
151,000 in books.
Wow.
Given there's probably 20 million books on Amazon.
Good.
It's number 511 on creativity, 698 in marketing, and 12,000 in reference. So those are actually good numbers.
Oh, good. I don't know what
They're
they
very
mean.
good numbers, because even in each one of these categories, there's going to be thousands of books. And to be up there that high right now, that means some books have sold since we put it
Well,
up.
that's good.
Yeah. So we just keep going. As far as when somebody buys something, I think they update it every 15 minutes or so.
Okay.
I haven't seen a change since I came on. But at any rate, you know, we're having a good time with the books. I'd like to introduce my girlfriend.
Yep. Hi there.
Diana. And, you know, we're here to see what happens.
Okay.
And, you know, I see you have the nice big cover behind you.
I do.
And that's all good. It was fun working with you to put the book together.
It has really been a pleasure and an honor to have Lee. He's been part of me on the 3 books that I mentioned. We did have Betty, who was on the call here. She had another meeting. She had prevented a beautiful introduction, and there was so much commotion at the beginning. I didn't know what was going on. And so when all else fails, I just take charge. Sorry about that, but we appreciate that. I do want to take a moment out to just have a moment of silence on behalf of the fact it is 9/11. Many people might have wondered why I did this on 9/11. 9/11 was a major tragedy in our nation. And I did this on 9/11 because I wanted to give people a chance to have a voice, that from the skills of this book, they could learn to speak out. So let's take a moment of silence. I thank you very much for taking that moment out in silence. I see here on the notes here that our friend on flight got the book and she's looking to go ahead and read it. So if you have some friends that you can get to go ahead and get that book. And let me tell you a little bit more about the book. I have 3 other books that are out on the market here. And the 3 previous books are Random Acts of Kindness Are Changing the World. And that book was written based on the fact that I'd gone to, I was involved in a TED event, and there was a lady who told me there was the gentleman who created that, and he had a book that was Passion, Profits, and Purpose. And so I went to his place. Our meeting is going to end in 10 minutes, so I'll have to go ahead and, you know, speak very quickly because I just have a public account. But Tony Shea, and I took that back to my students, and I had them go ahead and write down their words and their inspirations, and they became so telling that it became a book. And it was a beautiful book where I had all sorts of people tell these stories. It went to the president's office, the vice president's office. It was going to go around the school and around the nation. And I got a call at the end of the semester, and the dean calls me and he says, "Hi, this is Dean so-and-so. I'm in my hospital bed, and I wanted to let you know I haven't forgotten you, but we can't move forward. The district is worried about people are going to sue us, and therefore you can't go forward." Well, the union was on my backside, and they said I could do whatever I want. So the book came out, and in the book, there's a chapter that said someday the rain pours, and it's, you don't know what happens, but it comes out the other way. So I had the book, it's out there, and it was a great book. And I seem to have this pattern. I didn't know it till I talked to Bishop Gail Oliver, that I write a book every 3 years. I don't look at the calendar and say it's time to write a book. It just happened. So the next book that came out was from my life coach. It was called Dogs and Roses. I'm a big friend of dogs, and I absolutely love roses. And so it has beautiful color pictures of dogs and great color pictures of roses. And it's really a picture book that has cute little sayings about how that came to be. And then the next book, the third book, was called A Message for Tomorrow's Leaders. And it's a book about the pandemic, the protest, and the riots. And it was how it was brought out to be a way to keep students involved in the schools. And from keeping students involved in the schools, the riots and the pandemic broke out. And then I began to collect stories. And from these stories, that's what became the emphasis of that book. It was a very beautiful, beautiful book. And this last book on public speaking, Lee here knows me backwards and forwards, has been part of all my books and says, "Rosalyn, you're a speaker. You speak on stages. You got to get a book on speaking." And so I pounded it out. I said, there's books here. I've been on Craig Deswall's thing, and he said, "You can write books of 50 ideas. I'll do 50 ideas. After I came out with 25, I figured 25 was good. But, as Cynthia had gone ahead and said, it's not the things that everyone tells you. I'm so honored to have in this book the recommendations of the National Speakers Association, the head of that organization, that said this book is worthwhile. And if we sit and look at this cover here, let me tell you about the process of making a book. It's a lot about what that cover looks like. And they told me I needed to have a microphone. And so I can't tell you how many places I went and stood in front of a microphone. Here I am in a nightclub. Will this work? Will this work? Will this work? And I was at an event. It was an event that was for the awards of people in television. I stood up in front of an event. I said, "Got to get a picture, got to get a picture." And the guy's like, "Oh, that's such a crappy picture. You can't do that." And we went. And Desiree Richardson will know this picture because it's a picture I sent out to her that you'll see on the flyer. That's me from the Woman of Heart Awards. And the picture in the back there with the beautiful hair was, I've done some modeling in my background, and that was a glamour picture that was taken, and they gave me a microphone to stand there. And we've just got another person coming in here. Oh my God, welcome to this call, Mr. Mac owner. We only just have a few minutes, and I know that you've heard great stuff about this book. Would you like to share what you've heard about this book? Connecting to the audience as we speak. Mr. Mac owner, thank you so much for joining our call here. We were going ahead and talking about the book and how the book comes together. And so for those of you who want to know about a book launch is a very interesting process. In order to get to where we are here today, I must have gone through my phone a million times, went through all these people I met in different places, different fields. Some I met recently, some I met long ago. And a lot of people helped me on this call today. And I want to give gratitude to those people who helped me, because it takes a village to create a world. If it wasn't for the work of Gisela Jabin, who sent this out and put it on her page and got the word out there, if it wasn't for Catherine, who put several posts up there and got it out to her friends, if it wasn't for Dr. Rhonda Wood, who heard me on a platform make that plea, she wouldn't have been here. If it wasn't Gil Oliver for what he knew about me from 10 years ago and coming out, and Robert Butwin knows I'm a hardworking son of a gun, and he says, if Rosalyn's out there, I've got to make sure that I'm there, which is pretty much the same thing that the gentleman who was on the call before, who left us, Brad Kopernick. And I interviewed him many years ago, and many people, when I asked them if they want to be on my TV show, because I also have a TV show, say, no, I can't do that. He said, yes, I can. And so he was one of the people who came on that. And each one of you on this thing here tonight deserves a huge thank you. And what would make me happier than ever is if you could go on your phones, and before we cut off in 4 minutes and 18 seconds, if you could please send out to your friends that you want to get this book, and this book needs to be in part of your family, your life, and your legacy, or gift it to someone who needs it out there. That would really make me happy to get to that number one. I would really appreciate that. And as we're wrapping up on our 3 minutes and 56 seconds, I'm just going to give everyone a chance to say their last two words, and then we'll take a word from Lee. So Jennifer, what's the most exciting thing that you learned from this call here today? I know you didn't know much about me, but what would you say to your friends about why they want to get this book?
Hi. Okay. So it sounds like definitely you have a lot of life experience, and I didn't know that you were a life coach. And like, I'm a recent life coach graduated from UCSB some years ago, more than a decade. Like, but it's so nice to know like you're a life coach. You have just everything that people said is just very encouraging, and that you have a lot of great tips. And so it's just a lot to look forward to read.
Oh, thank you so much. Khalil, you just came on. We have about 3 minutes before we cut off. Do you have anything that you'd like to share about what you've heard or what you know about the book?
I just want to say thank you, and I'll read the book.
Oh, great. If you can go ahead and order it, that would be absolutely unbelievable. Mr. Mac owner? Okay, Jay, do you have anything you'd like to add? Rhonda?
Can I add something?
Sure.
I just wanted to let you know that I did purchase it just now for my son Tober. He is starting a new job where he is going to be speaking to the public in his new job, and he is extremely shy. And I feel like all the tips in your book will help him bring himself out as a professional in his new job.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Robert, do you have something that you walked away with tonight that you'd like to share with us?
You know, everything that I knew, that the importance of connecting and conveying your message. And as far as your book, it's a must read, so I highly recommend it.
Awesome. Okay, Cynthia, what would you like to add?
It was great to be here with all these amazing people. I don't even know how many people we have on the call. It just seems like about 20, 30.
Yeah,
This
we've
is
had
great.
21. They keep coming and going and leaving. And if you could just take this link and share it with your friends, I just say take this link, share it with your friends. So even when we're off the call, we can get it out there and make it happen. Carla, what would you like to add?
Well, I enjoy a beautiful sunset while we've been on the call and learning from all your experiences, and just looking forward to reading the book. And I have a few people that I think they will, need and will be found it very helpful to read about the tips.
So we're less than a minute on this call, Lee, can you give us the last update?
Yeah, here it is. It's actually exactly the same, but the point is, these are really good numbers. And I'm going to go in and I just sent you, I took a picture of it.
Okay.
And I sent you that picture so you can see it.
Fantastic.
I'm going to go in and see how many have actually sold. And I'll let you know that after this, because I have to sign into the account and all of that sort of thing.
Okay.
At any rate, this is a good start. It's a wonderful thing. Tell all your friends about the book. They need to get out and get it. I edited it. I've been a professional speaker for 30 years. And to me, the tips that she gives in this book are